Man, if y'all got anything y'all want to talk about on your list, y'all already know we're not even gonna get to it. Rome, did you get your prostate done like 10 years ago? Because you got to start when you like 40. And you clearly 50 something. Damn, how long you been looking old as hell in the face like that?
I see where this is gonna go today. It's not just peanut. It's when you two get together. It's like, okay, here we go.
This is regular.
We finna start it. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
We already started. You don't even need no intro. Let's just go.
That's ready. 3, 2, 1. Thank y'all for tuning in to the NFL Player Second Acts podcast. I'm Peanut Tillman, and I got my guy, Roman Ascot. Hopping with me today. What's up, boss? What are you doing with that ascot?
Well, you know, the thing was we always going to wear something with our college or school related, and I didn't want to bring out one of my sweaters today, so I brought off one of my scarves.
One of your scarves. Okay. Well, it looks kind of corny. You look like a dork.
You know, I will take that because of the guests we have today. It's going to fit right in.
That's why. Hey, so that's
sometimes you got to be willing to put yourself out there.
Hey,
that's
why I'm wearing this shirt though.
Oh,
we got a special one today. This man really needs no intro. One of my former NFL teammates. He played 9 years for the Bears and I'm sorry, San Francisco 49ers. He's a social media host, rapper. He's corporate flow.
Yeah.
He's got his own production company, No Plan Productions. He's got a podcast called The Big Podcast with Shaq. Does a ton of other things, and more importantly, he loves it when you call him a social influencer. Y'all give it up for my boy Spice Adams. He hates that. That's why I said that. Why don't you like it when people call you a social influencer?
Man, shut up, dog. That's how we starting the show like that.
Yeah.
You guys obviously need to get all that stuff handled in between you guys, in between yourselves.
I'm an entertainer.
There we go.
Entertainer, dog.
So speaking of entertaining, let me start off with this. Let me start off with this. Hey, Thomas, run that video. Tell me what this is about. What is this?
Oh shoot!
What are you doing?
I lost a bet.
For those listening, his shirt is off. He's got a gray vest and some cowboy boots and some compression shorts with an Indiana Jones hat, and he's doing a bunch of cowboy dances right now. Hee haw.
Shaq, unfortunately, is a Cowboy fan.
Really?
The Cowboys played the Bears, and we had a bet. Because I'm like, I'm a Bear fan, here a Cowboy fan. So he's like, well, let's bet it. So I'm like, hey, ain't nobody scared. So that's what Shaq was supposed to be doing with a Bear outfit on, but we tricked it off, man. Bears lost, so that's why I had to do that.
Is that one of those same videos where you always do? Because for most people, right, and like myself, until I got to know Spice, right, he was Anthony Adams, the second-round draft pick of the San Francisco 49ers. So I grew up a 49ers fan, so that is how I knew who he was.
No.
Then, come to find out, he was like the hype man for the Chicago Bears and all their great defenses, getting the huddles going, always talking trash. Then I actually get to meet him, and I knew more of him as Spice Adams, the social media megastar.
Influencer.
I would not use that word. Megastar that he is. In like some of our couples trips, hanging out with Peanut, like we're going. I'm like, dude, and the thing that most people don't know about you, Spice, is that, or Dub, or as we like to call you, Double A, Dub, Spice, whatever, is that, dude, outside of your social media, bro, you like way more chill. Like on social media, you are way out there.
Yeah.
And as a normal everyday life, as a father, as a husband with your kids, it's like just way normal for you just to be kind of cool and just low key.
Yeah, people think the switch is always on. Like I'm just always walking around with a Bluetooth on with my pants hiked up, and I'm always grilling and stuff like that. Like I'm really just a cool dude, man. I just be chilling, like for real, for real. Like people would be around me, and they'd be like, oh, they'd be expecting me to do something. It's like
they expect you to be a comedian. They want you to tell them.
It's like this,
right now. You like to
in Incredibles where the big dude or whatever, he just chilling, and one of the kids is just sitting there like just staring at him, and he's like, "What do you want?" I thought you were gonna do something awesome. Like that's what people just expect me to just be around, just walking around doing skits all day. Like, no, dude, I'm at Disney World with my kids. I'm counting. I'm making sure all 4 of them are there, and I'm making sure none of them spilled ice cream and all this stuff. And then people just, hey man, I thought you was gonna do a skit or something. Like, all right, I'm just being a dad right now. I'm chilling.
Hey, you remember when we were in we went to Vegas and we went to the grocery store?
Yeah.
And we run in, we're in a parking lot, and this dude was like, yo, Spice Adams.
We had just got out the car. We trying to cross the street.
Yeah, we trying to cross the street.
That's when you spilled all them blueberries.
I did spill the blueberries. But let's keep this back on you.
Like that's almost like if somebody see you, Peanut, and they doing like this.
Right.
The peanut punch, huh? Peanut punch.
All
like,
the time.
Oh, you want me to do that? Just like on air?
All the time.
Okay.
I take pictures like this. People want to take pictures like this. I'm like, I'm not a boxer, y'all. Like, I don't.
Hey, bro, this dude used to put like gel in his knuckles, like the kind of gel that stick to your skin, like the second skin.
Yeah, like second skin.
He used to put that on his knuckles and then put his gloves on.
But check it. You see my shirt, right?
With the hardcore.
Hardcore Cream Bigums. How
Hardcore.
in the world did you get inspired to come up with this character, Cream Bigums?
I didn't even want to post that. It was stupid. It was something I was doing in July in my garage, and it was hot. I was sweating. I didn't even have a tripod. I put my phone up on a ladder, just a random ladder that I had in my garage, and I hit record. And I was like, man, I'm gonna just do all of these stupid basketball moves. I didn't have no music over it, nothing. Just me in the garage, just dribbling the ball. And it just stayed on my phone because I was like, this is stupid. I'm not gonna post this. I don't know why I even shot it. And then one day I was in Indiana somewhere because Lil Ant had a track meet. And so I was dozing off, and the Cavs were playing the Golden State Warriors. And so I was like, man, I'm going to just post this video and then I'm going to fall asleep. So I post it. I put NBA Finals on it, whatever, blah, 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 fall asleep. So then I wake up because my phone is just going crazy. Like that's when I had notifications on it. So it's like, zzz, 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 it's just going crazy. And all my friends is texting me like, yo, Kevin Hart just posted your video on his page. So I'm like, this dude is a full-blown comedian, an actor, like superstar. Maybe he commented on the video. And then I go to his page, and sure enough, like I see the video on there. I'm like, oh, like this is wild. So after he posted, then Ludacris posted, then Snoop Dogg posted, then House of Highlights, like all of these people with 1 million+ followers. And this video just went crazy. Like that's probably the fastest I've ever seen a video just go viral like that. And it was crazy. So then I was like, man, I had to create a name for him. And when I did that, I had to go to Instagram to like make sure ain't nobody else have his name.
Right.
Now he got like over 300,000 followers. He was in NBA Live 19. He was rated 89, like one higher than Magic Johnson. He dunking on folk. Like it's crazy. What I thought, we filmed this out in Canada, and you know you got to wear the suit to like simulate all your moves and everything like that. But what we usually do is they find a body type for you that's already existing on the game, and then they just upload all your stuff onto that.
Ain't nobody got your body type.
But nobody has a body like mine.
I thought it was gonna be
nobody
like,
has the dad bod.
I thought it was gonna be the unique jump shot that you always do. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like, I don't think anybody else can recreate that with your body type.
Bro, the thing is, it actually go in on the game though. Like
it goes in.
I'm like this at 3-point, like, and it's going in. I'm dunking on folk, all type of stuff, man. It's
I will say this though. I gotta know this though. Does the amount of content you have to create or to be able to keep up to be a social media person that you have, does it ever get overwhelming, or do you find joy in it? Like how fun?
Yeah, that's why I do it, because it's fun for me. It's like it's therapeutic. Like I don't really care if it goes viral or not. Like I'm just having fun. Like the people are the ones that make it go viral. So if y'all like it, then you comment or whatever. And Peanut will tell you, like I never called Peanut and was like, "Hey man, can you post this video for me, dog?" Da da da. If you like it, then post it on your page or whatever. But I never because I think that's how you lose friendships, bro.
Yeah.
You call people and they're like, "Hey dog, I need you to. Hey dog, I need one more favor, dog. Can you please, post?" Like, nah, man. If you think it's funny, then you post it, whatever. But I ain't really tripping. But I do it because it's fun. Like it's fun. It's therapeutic for me. And
But why do you say it's therapeutic though? Why is it therapeutic though? Like what does it do for you?
Because I like people around me to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like you see me in a locker room, dog. I make fun of myself all the time. Man.
I've seen you, but I'm talking about listeners. They haven't seen you, so I'm trying to get you to explain that. Like they don't know that side of you. I do.
I think it's the only child syndrome, man. I ain't never had no brothers and sisters with me, so when I get around, all the fellas in the locker room, bro, it's a show. And then with the Bears, I fit right in because all of us are like that.
This is every day.
Wow.
We would play charades in practice.
Fun.
We made up games in practice. We played charades. We did the acting game. We'd be like, all right, here's the scene. You're down 22 points and you're going into the fourth quarter. You're the coach. You got to inspire your team. Give me an inspirational speech. Action.
Yeah. Is this where Dub, is this where you kind of got like because one of your skits, I love this skit when you always do like the guy that's the captain that nobody ever voted for.
Oh yeah, the corny team captain.
Yeah, the corny team captain that we all know. We all got one of those guys.
Yes.
We all got one.
There's one on every team.
It's one on every team. And so you got the dude that's already got his bags packed for the season. You got this dude who's already talking about how the club was early on Thursday or Friday. Like these skits, a lot of these things that you talk about with your skits, not even talking about, how you come up with the ideas. I think they're all part of your personal or life experiences. Would you agree or disagree with that?
Oh, for sure. Like everything is relatable. Like when I do all of the old head videos, it's always talking about somebody's uncle, somebody's dad. I always get these messages.
I feel like you're talking about Rome. I feel like half the videos is Rome because he looked like somebody old uncle.
Yep. He looked like as soon as you see him, you're like, hey man, hide all the liquor.
Hide all the brown liquor.
Yeah. Yeah, more specifically.
Say, girl, you got some layaway I could pay for you? Come on, girl. Come on over here. And he from Alabama. He like loud suits.
But y'all already know me though. It's all good. Y'all know me. Y'all know me.
Now we do. But if we first saw you, we first met you, we were like, man, who this old dude?
Hey,
man?
the first time I met Rome, I met him at PAO and was like, damn.
You thought he was a retired player?
I was like, is this brother a legend? He got to be an NFL legend. I thought he was a legend, but he was like, no, you know what I'm saying? This is my second year in the league. And I'm like, what the hell?
Dang.
Second year in the league? Like,
how was that first year so stressful for you?
You look like Obama after he got in office.
Look, you guys all know I had the gray hair for a while. It's okay. Look.
Oh, Benjamin Button.
The cool thing now is that I have aged into my look rather gracefully because now,
according to yourself,
gray hair, gray beards, it's kind of in right now. So I'm actually in style. I'm a lot more in style than what you guys want to give me credit for. So it's okay. It's all right. Now,
it just depends on who's in charge of style.
It's true. The people I care to ask about, they tell me I'm in style. So
the only one you need to worry about is Heather. She's the only style that matters.
There we go. Thank you, sir. Now, Dub, I got to know another thing too, because I want you to share with our listeners the one thing you shared with me one time, and I think this is an outstanding attitude that you have. And this is when we were down in Cabo, because this was right after we were doing the I mean, Peanut brought the drone, so we had the one video. What was it called? The jig, not the jiggy. Yeah.
Oh, the June bug.
The June bug beat. All right, the June bug.
Yeah.
Outstanding video. I mean, we got it from like 30 different angles. The whole team was part of the production.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, how do you do this? Like, how do you just, he was like, you know what? You got to put yourself out there, man, not being afraid to do these things. I think this is some encouraging words, not just in football, not just in life or what you're doing right now, but how do you have this lifestyle of just, or not of this non-fear of putting yourself out there?
I think football had something to do with that because it's the same thing we do in football. Like every week, you putting yourself out there. You like, this is my resume right here. How hard I run to the ball, how well I know my plays, how good I am in this huddle, and you putting it out there for the fans to see, for the reporters to see, and they're gonna report on you every week. And then every Tuesday, it's a carousel. It's somebody else is coming in to take your spot. There's always somebody younger coming in that they're gonna draft, that they're gonna pick up as a free agent, coming to take your spot. And so you got to prove yourself every week, and you just put yourself out there. So it's the same with the videos. I just put myself out there. Whatever video I think is stupid, whatever video I think is not going to be the one, I still put it out there because every video I don't want to put out there, I always think about the Cream Biggums video that ended up being one of the most viral videos that I ever put out. And I didn't want to put it out because I thought it was stupid. It's like, ain't nobody, it's like all the stuff that you put the most production in. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have lights. I'm gonna make sure I got a good microphone so the sound is crisp. I'm gonna shoot it in 24K. It's gonna be real clear. All of this stuff, you put all this production in, those are the videos that don't hit. Soon as you do something stupid that you're uneasy about, that you're not sure about, that's the one that goes crazy. So I just put myself out there and I let, everybody who's watching the video, I'll let them be the judge of it.
And what would you tell any players or former players that want to try and follow in your footsteps, that want to be where you're at? They want to have their own character on Cream Biggums. Like, what would you tell them?
A lot of us, we don't give ourselves enough credit. Like, because it's a lot of players out there that got great personalities that are hilarious, and they just shy for whatever reason, or they care about what people think, and they put too much pressure on themselves. A lot of times people just want to see what you have to say. They want to see what you're going to do, and they gravitate towards that. And if you're real to yourself and you get an opportunity to get paid for that, there's nothing better than that. Nothing better than being yourself, as opposed to going to try to be an analyst somewhere and putting a suit and tie on and breaking down X's and O's and putting that pressure on yourself to make sure you are talking about cover 2 the correct way or cover 3. Like, people don't really care about that. They care about your personality. They care about you being yourself. And if you can get paid off of being yourself, you it's not work. So that's what I feel like these videos are. It's not work. Like I say, Peanut, like it's therapeutic for me.
Yeah, you talk about that.
I'm not gonna take that comment personally. Like, a guy that's gonna put on the tie, go be talking about football. I was like,
that's what you like. It's paying the bills.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I do.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of times I put on that suit and tie and I was just like, man, I don't feel like doing this, man. I'm not really comfortable with it, but they paying me. So let me go ahead and get this. It's just like people who working at 9 to 5 and they really don't want to do it, but it's like it's paying the bill. So we're like, I gotta go. I gotta do it. You look up every morning and there's 4 people like, feed me. I need something to eat. I got kids, man. So you got to make it happen. I remember the first time I tried out to be on Big Ten Network. Did I tell you this story, Peanut? Bruh, it was the worst ever, dog. Like, I still get dirt in my fingernails, dog. Like, this is how, like, I just finished retiring from football. And so I go to Big Ten Network and they like, let's see what you got. So they give me a CD at the time if people don't remember what those are, they gave me a CD with Ohio State Indiana game on it. So they like find out the three plays that were like monumental in this game and talk about those. I'm like, bet. So I go through the game and I got my 3 plays down. I got it frontwards, backwards, middle, all that. Boom. Put the 3 plays on. I hand in the plays that I want to talk about. So then they like, all right, we're going to make this live. It's really not live. It's just the audition, but we're going to act like it's live. So I got the IFB in my ear. It's people talking to me and all that. Like I'm on the desk and they like 3, 2, 1. Boom, I'm on. So now Mike Hall is next to me. He's like, hey, we got the Ohio State Indiana game. Spice, take it away. I'm like, take it away. Like I thought we was like gonna go back and forth. Like we didn't go over anything, bro. They just bam, live bullets. Like Spice, take it away. I'm like, take it. All right. I got my sheet, right? So I'm like, I'm looking down on my sheet, like they're like, Spice, you're on camera. I'm like, oh, I'm answering them. They're in my ear. Like, you're not supposed to answer to people. So they're like, Spice, you're on. I'm like, I'm on right now. Like, okay. So on this particular play, number 17, I'm not even saying people's names. Number 17 catches the ball.
In the Roach voice.
Move on. Oh boy, fell for it. Meanwhile, it's a whole nother play going on, Peanut. I'm still talking about the first play. Because I'm like, I got my notes mixed up. I'm like, so then the defensive tackle from Purdue, it's the Ohio State Indiana game. The defensive tackle from Purdue, oh no, that's not the one. So number 8, a beautiful pass. At this time, Peanut, all the highlights are off. The camera is back on me like this. Number 8 with a beautiful pass. I don't know how he was able to get outside of the pocket. They should have never let him outside of the pocket. They should have collapsed the pocket because when you play defensive tackle, you are not supposed to let the quarterback get it. Anyways, the next play, it's over with. I'm still like this, Peanut. At the end of it, the producer was like, hey, we like your personality. You didn't do a good job out there. Like I don't really have to tell you about that, but here's the CD of what we just did. Dissect it and then come back again.
So I did a little thing for SEC Network before I went in.
Was it terrible?
Yeah. I did it in 2015. And I actually went back and played football, so nobody's seen this film. I've seen it. Oh my God, it was so bad. So bad.
Know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude. They was like, okay. So I get in there, and all of a sudden they were like, and I was with what's her name? The tall black girl. She went to Georgia. Oh my God, she's on Sunday Night Football.
Maria
Taylor. So she's helping me do my thing. So she's like introduced me, I was like, cool, conversation was great. Then all of a sudden, highlights come on. She's like, oh, go ahead. And I'm just like, Derrick Henry's shoe, man, great stiff on. Like it was, I had nothing, I had no idea what to say. And then so I've seen the video, dude. My neck looked like I was about to bust out my shirt. It was like, dude, it was so bad. I was so uncomfortable.
So how did you go from like failing from that and then getting into like Ballers? Like you had a couple appearances on Ballers, right?
Yeah.
So how did you go from like a bomb fell like that and getting into Ballers?
Yeah, because you seem like you didn't even like TV. Now you're doing it.
Well, I ended up getting better. I don't know how. It just kind of happened that way. I guess I was like kind of embarrassed by my performance, just like how you be your rookie year, your first time you going out there and you're like, dog, dude, I'm going up against, the guy that I seen on TV all the time. Like I'm going, Jerry Rice is right here. Oh man, after you do that, then you start finding your groove and you start to get a little better. But how Ballers came along was I had an agent at the time, And she was like, it's this new series that's coming out on HBO with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, how do I, get involved with that? They said, well, you can do a video audition. So they gave me the script. I did my video audition. I turned it in. And then they was like, okay, cool. We want you to have we want you to be like one of the main characters. And I was like, what? One of the main? I'm like, dude, I got 4 kids, man. I can't just be lead. I got a job with the Bears now, man. Like, I can't just be upping and leaving that, man. I'm like, is there some type of role or something that I could just come in and play like that, whatever? And then they was like, all right, we're gonna find something for you, because that might be difficult because you had to leave months at a time to film. And so I was like, yeah, man, like find something for me. So I didn't think it was gonna happen, but then they said, hey, we got a role for you to play and they was like, you play yourself, but you're trying to get into the hotel business with the remaining money that you saved. And so we ended up doing that. And then that story, I'm going over my lines because I don't want this same thing from Big Ten Network to happen this time.
Right.
So I'm going over my lines. I got them frontward, backward, middle, like all of that stuff. And so now I got a scene with The Rock. So we're in this.
Was you nervous with him because you saw The Rock? Was you nervous? Was it just, oh my God, it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Hello, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. How you doing?
You know how it is. Like when you play football, you see like random stars like all the time that be on the sideline, and they like bigger fans of us than we are them.
That's so true. That's so true.
And The Rock he's played football before, so like he already know what it is or whatever. But it was just crazy just to like work with him, like just like all of a sudden, just like you're at home making oatmeal and pancakes for the kids, and then all of a sudden the next day The Rock is sitting like right in front of you, like. So I'm like, dang.
So I was in Sharknado.
I've seen it.
Okay.
And I read my lines, but I just memorized the lines. I didn't have anyone to read them with me. So I go to LA, I do the scene, but somebody was reading their line, the other person who I was supposed to be talking to, but I didn't know when they were finished. So there was like, hey, how does the runway look? And I was like,
you waiting for your part. But
I was like, oh, wait, I don't know when I'm supposed to say my line. I think I'm supposed to say it now. Do you still have eyes on the runway? Do you still have eyes on the target? And I'm looking, I'm trying to, it was the worst. They had me punching sharks, right? I'm peanut punching these sharks, but I'm punching air. I don't know what I'm doing. It was like action. Is that good? It's like, no, keep action, keep punching. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. It was the worst. It was by far. That's why I've probably never been in the movie again. It was the worst. I got one question for you, Dub. Do you regret not taking the scene of having being one of the main characters?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't, because everything's supposed to happen the way that it's supposed to anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that if I did take it, it probably would have took me to a place where, it would have took me away from doing the things that I was currently doing.
Right.
And I think by not doing that, I think that kind of helped my relationship with my wife, because I started to understand what she was going through being a stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm.
I was helping out a lot, and then it got to a point where AC is a pharmacist, so and her dad has a pharmacy, so she would leave to help her dad with his pharmacy in Florida.
FAMU,
FAMU alum, both of them. So I would be at home with the kids for 4 days out of the week, and I started to understand how time works with the kids. Like, you drop the kids off, then you got to make sure when they get home they have dinner. You got to make sure that they bathe and brush their teeth and put on their pajamas and then get ready for that next day. So there was a lot of times I came home for practice and I was just like, dog, like, come on, bro. Like, what's going on in this house? And then I got a taste of what it's like to be dog.
It's difficult.
It seems like it's not 24 hours in a day, dog. It's like, bruh, you make dinner, but then you realize, like, dog, this kitchen looks a mess. And then you like, dang, I didn't do the laundry. All these clothes is just like piling up. And then, you know, AC gets home.
Did you say closes?
Clothes. All clothes is piling up.
All these closes is piling up.
Clothes is, I probably should have said the clothes are piling up, but since I'm talking
correct.
to my dogs,
No worries.
like, clothes is piling up.
I'm trying
Clothes
to, for the kids listening, don't say
up.
that.
Clothes is piling up.
It's actively piling up, Peanut. Like literally actively piling up.
I got you.
Clothes are piling up inside of my household.
That's a news voice.
Hey,
you know, one of the unique things.
Clothes are piling up in the household.
One of the unique things about you, though, Dub, there are a lot of social influencers out there, like yourself, that do a good job of. They have good content, but a lot of them curse. They talk about. I mean, the comedy that they do is extremely funny. What makes you unique is your content and the stuff that you put out. It's for a kid that's 2 or someone that's 92. You know, you can kind of cross over all platforms because there's no cursing, there's no drinking, there's no sex, no drugs, there's no guns, I mean, it's all pretty, for the most part, PG rated. Why is that?
I got kids and I don't want them to look at these videos and then have to go to school to kind of, you know, do like, you know, like they'll be embarrassed, man. Like you got to go to school and you got to explain to people like why your dad is cursing or why your dad is shooting guns and all that other type stuff. And, you know, I work with a lot of brands as well too. So all of my stuff is just like kid friendly and office friendly. And if you're in the office and you see one of my videos, you can automatically turn it up because, you know, like I'm going to be real careful with the things that I say and the things that I do on there. So I thought that was real important. And now my kids are getting to the age where if I go on Instagram Live and I'm doing a workout or something like that, my kids' friends are following it. And they're like, oh, look at your dad. Like your dad is going crazy. Blah, blah. And it's like,
they not in school?
Yeah, but you know these kids, man, they gonna find a way to get on them electronics. Man, my son would take his iPad and be like, Dad, I'm doing my language arts work or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dog, you know, I was born at night, but not last night, dog. Like I let you be on it for about 10 minutes. Then I'll go over your shoulder. Then you doing like this because you trying to get out of what you was in. I got like, dog, the thing that you try to be slick about, I invented it. Like, and then they be trying to dog, you from the suburbs. I'm from the city, dog. Like I done did like all type of stuff, bro. Like you can't get over on me, man. Like
they think we so dumb. That's the funny part. They think we so dumb.
We're gonna take a little break here and come back with some more quick hitters for you, Spice. And we're gonna get you out of your comfort zone, all right?
Oh shoot.
Wait, was that your laugh?
Yeah, it was.
That was kind of corny. It was kind of scary too. It was
how I felt at that moment.
That was kind of scary.
Kind of how I felt at that moment, man. That was real rap raw.
All right,
you ready?
Yeah.
Y'all had these? These joints is amazing.
Yeah, I like them.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. And we're back.
What's up?
And we're back.
And we're back. 3, 2,
and
1.
we're back. And we're back.
1, 2, 3.
And we're back.
Go on 3.
1, 2.
Don't let them get you out your comfort zone, Ron.
That's it, baby. Here we go. Thank you. All right, Spice, here we go, baby. I got a question for you, and I hope you can see this. Why did you
love that we do this alumni?
Why'd you do Peanut like this?
Love that we do this alumni weekend, and
this was so dumb.
Chicago?
So right now, Spice, he's tackling me. It's raining. It's the Bears' first game, and he just tackled me. I was doing a halftime interview, and he just came and just tackled me. I don't know why he did that. I was hot too. I was like,
Why were your pants so tight, Spice?
Dude, let me tell you, I've never seen a game like that before, dog. It rained the whole day, and it was
everybody
pouring.
was soaking wet. Everybody was just shoes, socks. It was like we was on the field playing.
What's so funny about that is this is what Peanut would do to me if I was doing the interview. So it was just like I gave Peanut a taste of his own medicine, and he was lightweight. He was lightweight hot about it.
I was because I was already wet, but I didn't want to get any paws wetter on the floor when you tackled me. Like it was, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want it. Just I was.
Nobody likes to be wet, dog. Nobody.
And then, Ro, what's so funny is a week before that, we are at a Matt Forte event, right? And it's all these bouncy houses or whatever. I'm just there standing there, just chilling. Next thing you know, I feel something on both of my legs. This dude tackles me into the floaty. So I'm like, so it's the same thing. Like, he literally did the
you
same
low key
thing
slammed me hard, though. You low key slammed me hard.
Spice, the worst thing about Peanut, because he's done this to me, he's tackled me in public. I'm just like, and he like rolls your legs up too. So it's not like he tackles you high. You like are going down because he gets angles and then he's like rolling you and you like, I'm either gonna like hurt myself or I just need to go down.
Gotta go down.
So I'm just gonna go down.
Dude, and then what's so crazy is my elbow was hurting at the time. And it was like I couldn't even bend my arm all the way. So that's kind of like how I had to tackle you. And the way I got up is, somebody freeze framed that and they put it's like it's like a Twitter account that's like Bears with no context. So you can see like my leg is like wrapped over yours, but I'm trying to get up, but I can't because I can't use my right elbow because it's just stiff. Like I can't even like put any pressure on it. So in order to get up, I had to put my leg over his so I could use my left hand to get up. And it's just the way they freeze frame that,
it was bad.
And put no context over it, man. It was very bad. Very bad.
All right. So my next question is Leon Lemons. Where did this idea come from? What's the story behind Leon Lemons?
This is a professional picture right here.
Sonia, right?
Yeah. Sonia was taking family photos. I had the idea of, okay, let me take off my sweater vest and my shoes. And you know how you do the family pictures. You don't have any socks on and everything is all studious and all that. I said, man, I'm going to run to the minivan.
Why don't they let us put socks on? Because I still ain't figured that part out.
I don't get
I don't get it either. My feet ain't sexy. They don't look like Shaq. But
I don't get that. Why
they not that good.
I don't know. I don't know like who came up with that. Like, no, let's try it with the shoes off with the socks off as well. Like, let's do it that way. Like, I don't know who came up with that bright idea, but
that's how they say
I thought, like, let me run to my minivan because I got all type of stuff in the minivan at this time. I had swords and all type of stuff. AC's like, if you get pulled over by the police, it's gonna be a problem because I got everything in there, man. So I'm like, let me run in my car. I'll be right back. So AC's like, oh my gosh. So then I come back with the yellow suit on. And AC's like, Anthony, we are paying money for these pictures. Like, you can't do that. I'm like, just go with it. Just go with it. I'm like, let me get behind this tree. Do like this. Act like I'm looking at my woman. Yeah, boom. So she snap it. And she's like cracking up. So then I'm like, AC, act like you with it. So now I grab her hand. And then that's like, this is a real reaction right there. Like she's looking at me like, oh my gosh, like we are at this park and there are people looking at us and their cars slowing down because they think it's a yellow light at a traffic light. Like you are really bright right now. And so we take these pictures and then next thing you know, Twitter gets a hold of it. And now Everybody
Meme.
has been posting.
Oh,
it.
it's a meme. It's a great
Yeah.
meme. I use this meme all the time.
It's crazy, but it started from family photos.
Dub, you're so good at impersonating everybody. Give me your best Peanut impersonation.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
Don't give me Roach voice. First of all, don't give me Roach voice.
Peanut tries to be so particular and he tries to be so specific when he tells you a story, and it's just he's hilarious to be around because he has no filter.
No filter. It's a scary thing to be around him with this no filter thing that he has. It's
You
an
have
issue.
to be a special type of friend to be a friend with Peanut Tillman, because you never know if he's going to be inside of your car. You never know like what angle he's going to come at to try to like scare you or startle you or whatever. Yeah. So I'm like used to it at this point. But this is a typical story of Peanut trying to scare you. So I knew that when you came into the house that your door was going to be unlocked. So I went inside of your car and I stayed in the back seat, and I knew you were going to be gone for at least 15 to 20 minutes. So I timed it. I timed it on my watch. You know, I have my watch right here. This is
does have a watch.
Classified right here. Nobody has. This is a steel belly, rubber issued. They only give it to SWAT team members and Navy SEALs, and I have one of 3. There's only 3 in the world, and I have one. And I knew that in Doc 30 that you would be back, and then he talks to you with like all of these abbreviations. So there was an MTO, and I had the COW. Someone who came in at a particular time. It was Doc 30, and so you know I only do CTEs. And so I'm telling the guy, you have to be able to ZYX, you know. And so he comes over there within 30 minutes. I already ACT'd it, right? So the SAT was coming in, and I had to roll over and perform an alligator roll type of defense move. You know what it is. He talked to you like you're supposed to know what this stuff is already. I'm like, dog, I don't know what a COW is, man.
And
I don't even know what a COW is either.
And I'm not good with military time either. And he totally talks with military time all the time. I'm like,
got to be Doc 30, man, if you're gonna do it.
That's my dad's fault, man. I grew up in a military, bro.
I do not speak military time. All right, Peanut. I don't know what that means.
So before we wrap this thing up, before Rome wraps it up, my last question, we like to ask all of our guests this on the show. Right now, my life is, you fill in the blank.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, see, you failed that. You failed that. Okay, so let me rephrase it then. Fill in.
I knew what you were into when the awkward silence happened. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you failed that audition. That's how the audition was.
Exactly.
Clearly.
I'm on.
So fill in the, hey, Dub, fill in the blank. Right now, my life is
awesome. I'm having a great time, dude. My kids in a good spot. Me and the wife have fun all the time, man. I'm in a great spot, man. I'm having an awesome time, man. I'm working with a lot of brands. I got a lot of things coming up, and I'm having a good time, bro. You see me, dog. I'm like an open book, man. There's nothing greater than to make money off of being yourself. And having like the support that I've had on social media is gravy, man. I'm having a great time, man. And I think it's important that when you're done with football or whatever career choice you take, it's important to find like that your second act, right? Mm-hmm. That's why NFL players' second act. Like this is my second act, and it don't feel like I'm working. It just feel like I'm having fun. And I'm getting paid for it.
So you partnered up with Thomas Jones, our old teammate in Chicago. Shout out to Thomas Jones. He got a little Amazon series, What's Next? He did that on Amazon. You did that with him. Speak about that process and like what was next for you when you retired.
That was super dope, man. It's on Prime Video. It's 8 episodes. Thomas and I are on episode 2. and you can kind of see the contrast of how our careers went after football, and it gives you like a perspective of what we have to go through as retired football players. Like, what you don't see is our fingers or my back. Like, my back is killing me right now, and it just slips out of place at the most inopportune times. And my knees is shot, my ankles is shot. So it takes you through all of that pain that we have. And they follow 12 of us around, former NFLers, and they shot it and they documented it, and they let you know how important our health is, or how important that we take our life after football. And it's real, dog. It's real. You got like Myron Rowe is a doctor. He's performing surgeries over in Africa. Then you got a professional bull rider. You got people who have dessert shops. You got people like DeMarcus Ware, who's he's doing fitness now, and it is crazy. And they really should do more of these. So Prime Video should have a season 2, and just keep it up, keep it going, bro. Because the way they shot it was awesome.
Good.
It was
yeah,
awesome.
I watched it. It was pretty dope. And Thomas is producing it too, though, right? He's one of the producers of the show.
He has a production company, Midnight Train, something like that.
Yeah.
I think I'm saying that right. But yeah, man, the way they shot it is dope, man. And once you watch one, it's like, I was on a flight and I end up just watching like about 6 of them. And
I've seen him. I got the link you sent me when you told me it was out. Yeah, man. If y'all listening, y'all make sure y'all go check out Prime Video and check out What's Next by Thomas Jones' old teammate. And
Life After. Check it out, man. It's dope.
Shop.spiceadams.com if y'all trying to buy something. He's one of the best social media influencers out there. Shop.spiceadams.com.
There we go. There we go. Promote it all, Peanut. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, look, I got my shirt. If y'all want this shirt that I'm wearing right now, you can get it at shop.spiceadams.com for one of the greatest social media influencers out there.
Make sure y'all don't have an RCT. And if it's at ODOC 30 or
you might become a POW.
23 o'clock. If it's at 23 o'clock, make sure you don't have an STR, because if you do, then the COW is not going to be too far from that.
I still don't know what the hell COW is.
Cow, man.
Cow. It's a cow. It's a cow. It's a cow, Peanut. It is a cow. But now it's just a normal cow. All right. You know what, man? We're going to get out of here on that one. That's the perfect way to end this thing. It couldn't be any more. It couldn't be any better hanging out with these two guys. I get to do it on the regular, on trips and everything else. But today, I want to thank all our listeners for tuning in to the NFL Players Second Acts podcast. Don't forget to tell your people about it. Tell us about the show and give us a rating and review and a follow on Apple Podcasts, iHeart, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you, Spice. Thank you, Peanut. We'll holler at y'all later.